Welcome back, family. Good morning once again. And are you ready to start? Because guess what? In half an hour, so much can change. And that is also the name of a play up and coming right here in St. Lucia by our very own Kendall Hippolyte. And we had the opportunity to meet with the cast and crew, of course, so they can excite us and entice us with some of the character roles that's going to be happening. And of course, give you the reasons why you need to be there. So let's check them out.
Good day, everyone. My name is Jameson Edward. I play the character named Stephen. Stephen is a very athletic, charming young man. He is also slightly promiscuous, and he has different sides displaying in this play. Sometimes he's a bit sensual, sometimes he's a bit soft. Other times he may be a bit concerned, but generally he is very charming. I first started off his venture at the Cicero Secondary School, where I was first introduced to the art by Mr. Gary Butt, who had a production for us, and then he casted me as one of the actors. I played the character of Mr. Swingley, who was actually a businessman. And overall, we came second for this drama competition back in secondary school days. And after that, my interest grew into acting, and that has made me sort different ventures for wanting to act and getting myself involved in local plays and actually putting on certain things myself, which is within the range of acting.
My name is Chanel Justin. Okay, in half an hour, so much can change. I'm playing the role of Sarah. Sarah is a 22-year-old aspiring nurse, and she lives alone. She has a long-distance relationship, and she's also in a sort of a friendly relationship with a close friend of ours called Stephen, and they have this chemistry, but they're not too sure if to act on it or not. And as the play develops, she discovers things about herself. My first big step was actually taking part in a production called Cinderella Syndrome. That play was written by Zenobi Constance, and I did that play at Leon Hess Comprehensive, that's my alma mater, and I played the role of Cinderella. And that performance is my debut, I call it my debut, and I also won Most Outstanding Actor at that production. So I think winning the award and it being my first production really sealed the deal for me, and I believe that I am talented and I didn't want to put that to waste, so I'm using it today.
My name is Anesta Conibert, and I play the role of Hilda. So Hilda is a 48-year-old nurse. She studied at the University of Glasgow in England. She's currently working in St. Lucia, and she played a role where she's trying to teach persons and try to change the perception they have relating to persons with whatever disease they have and stuff like that. So Hilda is family oriented and she likes helping persons, communicates well. At the age of 7, I realized I had that talent. I played the role of Goldilocks in the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and based on the reviews I've had after acting on it, it was exceptionally well, so I continued. That was my motivation to continue.
My stage name is Anthony Bassell. I started off studying acting at drama school, at both the Academy Drama School in London and also at RADA, which is the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. And I was fortunate enough to have good teachers, and I did that for about 2 or 3 years. And it was from there that I was fortunate enough to have my first, if you like, professional work at the English National Opera. That was because if you're fortunate enough to get an agent, they do try desperately to try and get you work as soon as possible. And it was well paid and consistent work. From that, after the year's contract at the English National Opera, it went to doing TIE small tours around the country of England. And then that went into Fringe, which is sort of off Broadway, would be the equivalent in America, and then the West End. For actors, it's very difficult for them in the very early stages to accept rejection, because it's part and parcel of being a professional actor, and to be able to keep on focusing and really keep training your tools, which is your instrument, your physical, your instruments, basically. I play a character called Nathan. Nathan is a deacon, basically, and he's a staunch traditionalist, old school, He has certain ideas that he was brought up with, certain traditional ideas which came from previous backgrounds of his. He's having trouble actually really adjusting to the modern world. I mean, he even has trouble sometimes working his mobile phone. He's one of those typical characters that you see around today anywhere in the world. He's used to being the guide and taking leadership, but in fact, without revealing too much in the play, he's the character that needs leadership himself to change his attitudes.
So remember the name. In half an hour, so much can change. This is what we have to look forward to. Of course, it's November 10th happening right here. Get your tickets. Don't miss out on it. Of course, it's a chance to celebrate as well our St. Lucian talent. Hey everybody, and welcome back to This Morning. As you already know, probably you were there, the World Food Day Fair took place this past Sunday, and of course there was a lot to see, a lot to experience, a lot to taste and enjoy, and of course a lot of learning. So this is going to give you an idea of how things unfolded, and of course give you a little taste of the festivities.
I do bid you a warm welcome today to the Ministry of Agriculture's auspicious event, the World Food Day Festival 2018. And today we celebrate with the theme, A Zero Hunger World by 2030. And indeed, we need to realize that this is actually something that is very possible. But it takes all of us, our combined efforts, in one motion, working together to achieve such a goal.
I welcome you here, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, on yet another observance of International World Food Day. As we are well aware, World Food Day is a creature of the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization. It is organized annually to bring awareness to how our changing planet affects food production and distribution. Ladies and gentlemen, this year, related events all over the world will explore several pressing topics, such as how agriculture needs to adapt to climate change and to migration effects of food security. Ladies and gentlemen, as we ponder upon this year's theme, our actions, our future, we think about the lofty goal of zero hunger. And it is comforting to know that a zero hunger generation is not just about sloganeering. Because whilst the situation of food poverty and hunger is not as acute in St. Lucia as it is in some other countries and regions of the world, we are still quite far from achieving this lofty ideal of zero hunger locally. I would like to welcome one and all to this event today in observance of International World Food Day. I hope you do not only have a sobering day, a reflective day, but also an immensely enjoyable day, partaking of the many delights that the day promises. I thank you very much.
World Food Day, again, just another success. Definitely showcasing our talent, our creatives, and just showing us so much that we can do with the food and the local produce that we have here. And you know what, St. Lucia, we are resilient, we are creative, and I know we can tap into even more. So next year, I can't wait to see what new products are emerging from our very own homegrown items. We'll be back.